What's up? This is Lil Debbie on It's a Rap TV. The tour is going good. It's been me and my twerker and my manager. We're just out here thugging. I don't even remember where I was yesterday. So I think I was in Boston. I was in Boston yesterday. The day before that was New York. Both of them were super turned, which I was surprised about because usually, like, have you been to New York to like a show with like an upcoming artist? It's like sometimes really awkward and people just sit there and they're like, you know, staring at you and not really doing anything. And I feel like sometimes it's about seeing if you're about it and seeing if who that person is, you know what I'm saying? So people don't get as turned. But when I went to New York, honestly, the crowd was like amazing. It was turned up, which was wouldn't say a first, but it was like a different crowd. Boston was turned up, Denver was turned up, Minneapolis was crazy. That was a good time. Chicago was a crazy show. Chicago, we had a couple fights for Yo, I didn't even, so this is what happens because I think a lot of people are like misinformed about the Chicago show. I got off stage like 30 minutes ago, so I'm like all struggling. But so I'm not even at the Chicago show yet. I'm like chilling at the hotel. I'm getting ready. I'm all cute and shit, and I'm excited because this is supposed to be a big show in Chicago. You know, like I have to make a good impression. I've never been to Chicago. Chicago's turn. I fuck with Sasha Go Hard. I fuck with Katie Got Bands. I fuck with Lucci B. You feel me? I fuck with all girls. You feel me? And we gotta hold each other down. So I'm like, this is my first time in Chicago. Like any place I go for my first time, I want to make sure I am everything I can be when I perform. You know, since it's just me and Remy, we don't have a dance routine. We don't have shit like that. You know, like we're just out here. We just like hop on stage and I just thug it out. Just do what you gotta do. Be who you are. You know, like you did this for a reason. Like represent you and your people who are here to see you the right way. That's what I'm supposed to do. So we're on the way to Chicago and like driving from the airport because we're like 20 minutes out of Chicago. We're like in the Buddha's Highway, and so we drive into Chicago and we get there and we get a call. The show shut down, and we're like, what? This is a sold out show. This is a packed house. Like the show got shut down. We're not even there yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean? I guess the opener, something had happened in the VIP room or the green room. Not even VIP, the green room in the back. Chicago likes to flex, and the security guards were flexing, and somebody that was upstairs was smoking, and they were telling him not to smoke. I don't know if he was smoking a cigarette or weed. I wasn't there, but people keep giving me a back and forth story. And we actually pulled up to the club. I was at the club. I arrived like 5 to 10 minutes after it happened. I was in the parking lot. I actually took a picture with a girl down the street. Like people were trying to say I wasn't there. I was there. I actually pulled up in the parking lot right after it ended. I was gonna go on stage, like I was about to hop out and go on stage. We hop out and we had to deal with that. And I guess one of the openers got in a fight with the security and they ended up whooping his ass, and I guess the security started flexing and feeling some type of way, and they're like, this is our shit, we'll shut down the show. You know what I'm saying? Because they were like throwing bottles and garbage cans at each other and shit, and like it was getting crazy. So the security guard's like, you got us fucked up. You know, it's Chicago. Like, y'all are some, you know, boys from fucking Kansas City or wherever the fuck you're from. You know, we're going to fight you. So, and this is in the green room in the back. It's actually one of the openers. So they end up whooping their ass. I guess they fought back and forth, and they felt like flexing, and they were like, this is our city, and we'll shut down the show. We don't give a fuck. They were probably like, who the fuck is Lil Debbie? You know what I'm saying? There's probably some big ass guys like, who the fuck? Like, I've played in Illinois. I played places where some of the big ass like guys that work there are like, fuck is Lil Debbie? Like, you know, but we smoke and we're cool. But so they shut down the show, and I was really upset because that was a big show for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm gonna go back, and it'll be good. It'll be better. I think that I'm forever progressing and like becoming a different woman, and I think it shows in my work. I mean, I've kind of let people follow me since I was like fresh out here, you know, like fresh 20, 21. Before that, you know, I'm a little older than 22 now, you know, so it's kind of like you could see the progression in the woman that I'm becoming, and I think that my sound and my flow is forever changing. But I feel like this is a better representative more of who I am and who you should see, especially California Sweetheart Part 2. You should definitely be prepared for that. That's really who I am, I believe. You know what I'm saying? This is California Sweetheart Part 1 is my shit, you know what I'm saying? It's still me evolving. I feel like California Sweetheart Part 2 is me getting a little more comfortable, you know? I'm getting a little more warmed up to the situation. And I think it's only gonna progress and get bigger from California Sweetheart Part 2. But I mean, I was listening to shit today that I didn't put on California Sweetheart Part 2, and I was like, maybe I was tripping. And he's like, I should have fucking listened to you. I should have just put that shit on there. I mean, I wouldn't say, I don't know if labels are knocking on the door, but I know that there are a couple that I'm supposed to be seeing when I get back. I mean, it's August 8th. I've been in and out of LA now for like, I think I've hit like 15 cities so far. So I don't have time, but when I get back for like 3 days, I'm shooting another video, you know, I'm shooting an ad for a company, Colt 45, that'll be fun. I'm going to have some other female rappers on with that. And it was cool because actually me and Colt 45 worked on picking what female rappers to be on there. So it'll be fun, you know, this is like, I really like teamed up with them to pick up a good group of girls that I think that are cool and could support each other. But as far as California Sweetheart Part 2 and labels, there's a couple labels I'm gonna go see. I'm scared. I don't know. I have like so many weird expectations for like a label. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if my nose is in the air or not. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes like I talk to people and they're like, you should be like proud of what you've done independently. And I'm kind of like, absolutely. What have I done? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I want to know. I don't feel, I know I've done my job when I feel some sort of like fulfillment. I don't feel fulfilled yet. I feel like I have a lot more to do and to prove, you know what I'm saying? And like there's a lot more I want to learn, you know what I'm saying? So I'm excited. I should be a little worried, sweating a little bit, I hope. I don't know, you know, I believe in making good music. I believe in making catchy music. Lex Luger, yes, I was listening to a song I didn't put on California Sweetheart Part 2. It was a Lex Luger beat. Okay. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to save this. But we're forever exchanging words with each other. We want to like do some work, you know? So definitely with him, Hit Boy, I've been blessed so far. I have a beat from Mike Zombie. You know what I'm saying? I've worked with DJ Snake. Bless It on California Sweetheart Part 2 is actually produced by DJ Snake. That's his, you know, shit. No. No? No, but I feel like that's what's gonna happen when you're me. You, I have a past, you know, with the white girl mob, and I have a past with other people, and some people don't agree with it, some people don't like it, some people don't want to work with me because of it, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, that is what it is. I feel like my style's changed so much. I've always been kind of sporty, but I feel like I went through a phase of like loving like vintage. I still love vintage. I have respect for it. Of course, I'm gonna wear it still sometimes, but I'm less into the patterns. I'm finding myself to be more of a simple, basic bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm scared. I'm like, I just want to wear a wife beater. I don't want to wear a bra, and I just want to wear fucking baggy jeans. Like, I'm lazy now. I'm like, do I have to get dressed? Like. I feel like we've always had a very good representation from Too Short, and E40. You know what I'm saying? And they really held down the Bay. And so they've set the tone for like good music. Then we had like Mr. Fab. We had the Wolf Pack. I don't know if you remember that. Got my Vans on, but they look like sneakers. Yeah, the Pack. Right. But before that was like Wolf Pack. They had Booty Bounce Bopper. Like, you know what I'm saying? I come from an area flagrant and interesting. Mac Dre. I have Mac Dre tatted on me. You feel me? Like, it's just, you know, it's part of the culture. Mr. Fab, DB. I grew up on like listening to Jay Stalin, The Hustler.
Well, like DB the General.
DB the General. I love. That's my homie. You feel me? Like, I love DB. We definitely have a unique sound because nothing at Heat, like LA, like they like E40 and Too Short, but it's like that's an older sound. It's a bass sound, but there's a newer sound of music coming out from the Bay. We have I'm Sue now, Sage the Gemini. You know what I'm saying? We have Cool John, HBK, all those kids in the HBK group. You know what I'm saying? And like, there's a lot of us. There's a lot of us. I went to high school with Lil B and like Young L and like the Pack, and I went to high school with these boys called NHT groups that is actually up and coming NHT boys, and you know, it's just crazy. It's like just part of the culture. Like everybody knows each other. It's just another project. I end tour August. Literally 29th, I believe, in LA, with Too Short, so that'll be fun, and Mr. Fab, that'll be fun, so it's a good way to end my tour, so I'm excited. And then September, it's back to recording. I've never been home longer than 2 days yet, so by the end of tour, I'm home for longer than 2 days, and I'm going to start recording instantly, and I'm now thinking of cooking the mixtape name. You know, it's going to be something good.
Awesome.
You know, so it's like, this is the fun part, starting over again. I get to like reinvent. It's like, who am I going to be next? You know, like California Sweetheart Part 2, the cover is inspired by Lil Kim, Hardcore. So, I don't know if you get that, the fireplace and the fur, you know what I'm saying? Like that kind of feel. I'm not saying I'm Lil Kim, but you know, like that was the inspiration for me. So, the next one, we'll see what's coming up. You know, I'm excited for September. I'm just about to finish out these shows, get my money, you know, put that right back into fucking the music, you know, and get this shit done.
Try to tell these hoes, pussy in the air, yeah, I smell these hoes. Try to warn these hoes, speaking on my name, now I'm on these hoes. It's like that, y'all fall off, but I'm right back. Reloaded, bitch, fight.